Hey Taurus, welcome to Queen Ebony Tarot. Today we're going to do your end of May general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they cannot possibly apply to every single person that's watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all the information will be in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, hey, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. So for the new viewers, I'm going to tell you that I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, which means I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm always going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. I always charge both of my decks on top of crystal organite pucks, and doing so, it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for the reading, and then I meditate over your Taurus energy for the collective, okay? I don't have my cards today. Won't change anything. I always meditate specifically over you guys' energy, okay? So I want to tell you, the message that I picked up, and first of all, the song that I heard was "Keep On Keeping On" by MC Light and Escape. That song is so throwback. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is a clear cut message, okay? The part of the song that popped up that I heard was when she was saying, "Lazy motherfuckers get put on probation. Those that didn't perform well, they gets no answers when they ring my bell." I'm gonna tell you honestly, what I picked up from that is that some of you guys were dealing with someone that they didn't live up to your expectations of them. And I feel like it's more so on a physical level. Like you may have a really good connection with this person physically. You could find this person physically attractive, something to to that nature. But I feel like once there was some intimacy involved, a lot of you guys were like, this is not the move. This isn't the groove. I feel like a lot of you guys are very upset, especially for those of you who are just connecting with this individual. There's this chemistry, a magnetic, passionate chemistry, but I feel like once you finally had an interaction with them on a sexual level, it wasn't what you expected. Also, I'm picking up for some of you guys that if you are already coupled, there's an energy that, the thrill is kind of, oh yeah, the thrill is gone. Because I'm hearing, what was that, BB King, the song, "The Thrill Is Gone." I'm hearing that. You want to go ahead and click the links in the description box below, because I'll leave the songs. I'll leave the links to both songs in the description box below so you can listen to it following your reading, because I know it's in line with the message that I meant to give you guys today. So like I said, the thrill is going for those of you who are in a relationship. I feel like you guys are like this. The intimacy has died between you and these individuals. And then for those of you who are newly dating, it's like you have a physical connection with this individual. You find this person attractive. Even mentally, you find them stimulating. It's a lot about them that you find attractive, and like this could be a person that you can move forward with, but on a physical level, it's just like it's not there for you guys. I'm telling you, that's what I picked up, okay? So I'm going to show you the cards. There are absolutely no reversals. There are absolutely no reversals. Look at that. Some of you guys will be taking a leap of faith into something new, and that's specifically for the ones who are in a relationship already. I feel like it could be for the other ones also, for those of you who are okay, so I'm picking up also for those of you who took a leap of faith into the situation. You're realizing, because this is Major Arcana right next to the Judgment, the Justice card, a lot of you guys are realizing that you were completely blind to what it is that you found out, about the truth about this person. But then the Justice card is about balance being restored and then getting truth, because justice is about truth. And I feel like you guys felt like after you took this leap of faith with this individual, the truth is you're not compatible with this person, especially on a physical level. And you didn't even see it. She's blindfolded. Yeah. So again, there's no reversals in either one of these decks. You thought this was going to be someone that you can move forward with, happily ever after. Could have been a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. And for a lot of you guys, you're like, look at that. Definitely could have been a fire sign. Because you have the Page of Wands. And I told you, I feel like this specifically will be geared towards people who are newly coupled, because the pages are always something new. This is something completely new that just recently came in. It could have been 3 months. 1, 2, 3. You see those 3 mountains in the background. You could have been dealing with this person for 3 months. You could have met this person 3 months ago. You guys could have been intimate with this individual 3 days ago. And I feel like you realize that, And then what's interesting is, you see how he's holding his wand. We could look at this as a phallic symbol, the male genital. You may have thought this person was going to be more endowed than they are, or that they were going to know what to do with it. And yeah. And then you were looking at this individual, studying them like, okay, where the rest of it at? Well, this ain't what I wanted. This ain't what I thought it was going to be. Okay. So as we part the deck, definitely, because look at that. Yeah, a lot of wine energy peeking out. And then again, peeking out the Temperance card. That's Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Then you got another wand card peeking. I feel like some of you guys are going to tell this individual that it just isn't going to work. Again, even if you're new, you're telling this individual that this isn't going to work. If this is a new relationship and they're kind of leaving with their tail tucked in between their legs. They're feeling a little salty about it. And then I feel like also for those of you who are already coupled, it's like this is heavy on their mind. The wands is right in front of them because they're kind of feeling embarrassed about the situation. Because I feel like for a lot of y'all, you're going to confront this individual about how you feel, and there's a lack of happiness about the situation. I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. You see how this person's looking at this wand, they're studying this wand, like, okay, where's the rest of it? I keep hearing that, and I don't want to say that because I don't want to sound mean, but I feel like for some of you guys, you could be going back gossiping to your girlfriend and tell your girlfriend, like, girl, this is all he brought with him to the party. And, you know, we seen the Temperance card. It was like for a lot of y'all, for a while, you may have held out and not been physical with the individual, with the Temperance card showing up. And then when you finally did, you're like, this was not what I expected. I thought it was going to be more to it. This person talked a big game. So let's see what we get for our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. So let's hold the cards down. Get additional messages. Yep. The World card. Somebody's like, I'm out of here. This is not enough. This ain't going to work. I'm telling you that right now. The World card is also a card of travel. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have already left this situation. Enough was enough with this. You're done. You're on your way to something new. Because remember, we seen the Fool card, and that's that card of moving on and jumping into something new. A lot of you guys are sprinting out of the situation, especially those of you who just started dating someone. That's what I'm picking up, okay? So let's power out the deck so that we can shuffle. 7 of Cups. This is about options, but this is also about, this could be one of those illusionary cards where there's somebody could be delusional. This person that you were dealing with could have talked a big game about themselves sexually, and they were delusional to do that. Or at least that's the way you feel about this individual. And then also this could be a card where you are, I feel like for some of you guys, and I'm hearing it now, some of you guys are trying to talk yourself into this, into kind of sticking around with this individual because you're like, you know, they have a lot of good qualities. I don't want to just kick this person to the curb because sexually I'm not excited with them. But I feel like long term, in the end, a lot of you all are going to decide to move and move around. Also, I'm picking up that you could be dealing with someone who is a different nationality than you. They could be at a distance from you. But I'm definitely seeing travel. Like some of you guys are already in motion. Like, yeah, I got to go. Look at this. And I just said that. A lot of you guys are in your mind about whether or not you want to walk away from this individual because you feel like you've built a rapport with this individual. I'm hearing that. A lot of you all feel like you've built a rapport with this individual, so you're not sure if you should just walk away because of the physical intimacy. But I'm going to tell you from what I'm picking up for a lot of you guys, that's going to be important. I'm going to tell you I'm a Taurus moon, Taurus Mercury, and physically, absolutely, physically, if I don't have a physical connection with the individual, it's done for me. And look at that. Again, you got the 2 of Wands in reverse, and then now you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is you guys' energy. The horse is moving towards the future, moving away from something, but if you look at it, the Knight is still looking backwards. Like some of you guys are, again, 2 of Wands, kind of thinking about whether or not you should walk away. Because you don't want to just cut ties with this individual, because I feel like for a lot of y'all, you feel like, okay, maybe it was just bad this one time, but I feel like deep down inside, you all know that... It just ain't, it's not there, because you either have chemistry with someone or you don't. That's just the basis. That's just the bottom line. Again, I'm going to say, some of you guys are like, okay, that was the last hurrah for us. This is somebody who's on their last knee. Like, for a lot of y'all, you're saying like, yeah, this is definitely the last time that this person will ever touch me. And you're not feeling them anymore. And I know that because look at that. You have the Queen of Cups. That's emotion. That's love energy. And she's looking right in the direction of the 9 of Wands. A lot of you all are deciding that, yeah, I'm not even attracted to this person anymore after that. And again, I'm going to say, if you're in a relationship already, you could be conflicted about leaving this person, because look at her head. Right behind her head, you have the lightning bolt, which just means somebody in their head thinking a lot about this situation. Some of you guys could be pregnant. Some of you guys could have got pregnant, because you see our hand is right here over her stomach. Some of you guys could have got pregnant during the first time. And I know y'all big mad about that, because I'm feeling that energy. But I'm going to tell you, I know Tauruses, look at that. Absolutely. Look what flipped up. 6 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Wands upright. That's about victory, success, moving forward. And I'm telling you, I strongly feel like a lot of you guys felt like this was going to be a very positive event when you got with this person sexually. Because I really feel like this person talked a big game. Like they were going to really put it down. And then when it happened, it was like, no, it's not. Look at that. Absolutely. Right up under it. You got the Queen of Pentacles, your energy in reverse. Right up under that, what do we have? Yup, the 10 of Cups in reverse. So a lot of you guys were like, I can't see myself finding victory with this individual. I can't see myself moving forward with this individual because I'm not even physically attracted to them. Look at that. And then this came up in reverse also. So yeah, so you have the Temperance card, right? And that's coming up in reverse, Temperance, Sag. So again, you got 2 cards of Sag right now. So not Sag, but fire so far. So some of you guys, again, I'm going to say it could definitely be a fire sign. Leo, Sag, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Strong play on Sag because this is the card of Sag. So someone with strong Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements doesn't just have to be Sag. It could be Leo and Aries also. But I'm going to tell you, I feel like you waited for, a lot of you all, you may have waited for a while. This is for new people, you know, new relationships. Some of you guys could have waited for a while. You and this person could have been doing a lot of flirting, you know, connecting here and there. And you waited for this individual, and then when you finally did, it was upsetting. It's coming up in reverse. And this is major arcana, which lets me know this is major energy. This is definite, like, you know, and we can't question that. Because it's coming right next to the 6 of Wands. And you see how the Temperance card, she's looking right in the direction of the 6 of Wands. A lot of you guys thought it was going to be fulfilling sexually, and it wasn't. And again, I know this has to do with sex specifically because I want you to pay attention to her dress. Look at her dress. You see how it has these razzle-dazzles and glitter right at her lower chakras where her sexual organs and things like that are. And then there's that fire that she's looking at, this passion. A lot of you guys held out, and then you know you want to build up the momentum. But it just didn't stand up to what it is that you wanted. I know that. And even if you are in a relationship and you've been in a relationship with this individual for a while, like I said, the thrill is gone. That passion has burned out with this individual because, again, it's coming up in reverse. Right, she's looking at that fire like she still has passion for this person in this situation, but it's coming up in reverse. So let's see what you have for your clarifying deck. Again, at the bottom of the deck, you got this Page of Wands, yeah. And I'm feeling like this, pages are young, immature, can be youthful. And I feel like this person could be younger than you, or they could act a little more immature, and then they could be sexually immature. Like you feel like they are not very well versed sexually. And then I'm also feeling like this person is lazy. And then for some of you guys with this being a page, like I said, if you are already in a relationship, it could be like premature ejaculation or something like that. And I never picked it up with this card, so I'm telling you that's what I'm picking up with this energy. Yep, the Moon card. And you see how he's facing the moon? The moon is always about things unknown, things unseen, and subconscious, things that are hidden. I feel like for a lot of you guys, again, for those of you who just like connected with this individual and this is your first sexual experience with this individual, it was not what you thought it would be. You thought that it was going to be something more. And then also the moon is about the sexual organs, about your sexuality, right? And I feel like I'm picking up for some of you guys, if you are coming out of the closet, right? You're starting to experience things in a way that you didn't think it was going to be, because the moon, like I said, the moon is about comprehension also. Things that you don't have clarity about. I feel like for some of you guys, if you came out the closet recently, that, you know, it wasn't what you expected it to be. It didn't go down the way that you expected it to be, especially if it was your first time sexual encounter with the same sex. But outside of that, for those of you who have just reconnected with someone or just connected with someone new on a sexual level, you really did not see the truth behind this situation with this individual. Even look at the moon's face. This moon looks like he is not pleased. And I feel like with this being the moon, it's things unspoken. So for some of you all, you have not told this person yet that you are not happy. And that's what I'm picking up also. That's also, look at that, moving away, but it's in reverse. Like I said, some of you guys have decided not to speak to this person about it yet. I feel like there's going to be some conversations about it. For those of you who are in relationships already, I feel like that's the case also. Look at that. You know, moving away, and then the love. I feel like there's a passion. Emotions are lost after this situation. I feel like it was a really big turnoff for some of you guys. You have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And, you know, the Ace of Cups is a positive card. That's about a giving, an offer of love, extreme love. Aces are gifts from the universe. An offer of moving forward. I feel like a lot of you guys have talked about this with an individual, like moving forward and being with each other exclusively and long term. But I feel like after this situation, a lot of you guys are now feeling like 6 of Wands, like, no, I can't move forward with this person because I'm not happy, especially physically. And I also see like crying, like this person is going to be not so happy when they get this news from you, because a lot of you guys are going to, I was just getting ready to say, a lot of you guys are going to tell them. Ace of Swords is the truth. Look how big that sword is. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Again, aces are gifts from the universe. A lot of you guys are going to tell these individuals like, absolutely. Because you got the Six of Wands in reverse, and it's right next to the Ace of Swords. Never said Wands, I meant Ace of Swords. You see that? Like, literally, somebody is getting deflated. Somebody's little idea of how dope they are sexually is getting cut in half. Some of you guys are definitely getting ready to let a person know, like, I can't do it. Some of you are and some of you aren't. I said that earlier. Because you got the Two of Swords in reverse. Now, I'm going to tell you, the Two of Swords upright is about someone who needs to make a decision, but they're not sure what to do. They're still up in the air, and it definitely has to do with emotions, because look right behind her, you have that water. In reverse, somebody's making a decision, but I feel like they're not doing it. Right now, some of you guys have not made that decision to tell this person how you feel about them on that level. It's a strong energy, especially with this right here, right? Her looking at this fire. It's a very strong energy of sexual. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck as we shuffle, you have the Eight of Cups walking away. Some of you guys are going to decide to walk away from this individual because it's not sexually satisfying for a lot of you all. You're getting ready to walk away. So let's get a clarifier for the Temperance card in reverse. Absolutely. Look at that. I told you, a lot of you guys are dealing with a fire sign. So of your 4 cards on the table, you got 3 cards that are fire sign cards. You got the Queen of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, and then you have the Temperance card, Sagittarius, Leo, Sag, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Absolutely, yeah. A lot of you guys, this again, I'm going to say this is a fire sign individual that you were dealing with, right? Because you literally have the High Priest. I want to say the High Priestess, So some of you guys could have Pisces placements in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But also the High Priest is about intuition and trusting your gut feeling and what you know. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, for me to say that, it's a reason. A lot of you guys know that you need to just come straight out and tell this individual, like, it's not going to work. That's why that came out, because there's no High Priestess anywhere on this table. So I'm going to tell you, you have the Temperance card in reverse, clarified by the Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, strong fire sign energy. And I feel like a lot of you guys have waited for a while to deal with this individual, and then once you did, it was like they were not what you expected them to be. Because in reverse, this Queen of Wands is a false queen, false king, and a lot of you guys are feeling like this is not, the passion is gone in this situation, most definitely. Every single one of your cards is in reverse except for the Ace of Swords. And this is letting me know that somebody's going to go ahead and finally tell this individual, this love interest. And just as I said at the time of 1737, angel messages. So some of you guys want to Google angel number 1737. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to just come straight out and tell this individual that it's not going to work. You have to be honest. And it's interesting because I said this person, you're looking at this person like a false king or queen. You see how she's a queen, she has a crown on and she's in reverse. But then you have this crown right here on the tip of the sword, which is letting me know that a lot of you guys are definitely getting ready to knock that crown off their head. They may have really felt like they were like the ultimate lover, literally. And you had to let them know, like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And it's funny because, like I said, the song that I heard was Keep On Keeping On. That's the name, that's the title of the song. And some of you guys are really telling this person, like, you can keep on moving because the buck stops here. We're, you know, there's not going to be forward movement with us, but you can keep on moving in the opposite direction. And then some of you guys are choosing to move on in the opposite direction away from this individual, because we've seen the Fool card, we've seen the World card. That's about moving forward into something new, something different. So for a lot of you guys, you're going to cut ties with this individual because it's like enough is enough of that. You got to be honest with yourself. Honesty. And this is the only card that came up right. So this is also a message to you guys to be honest to this person, because if you keep on stringing this person along and letting them feel like, you know, there's a future moving forward, then they're not going to change their ways. They're not going to realize that they're not making you happy. They're not fulfilling you. And it could be more than that, right? It could be more than just physical. It could be like, you know, because fire is about passion. Like their drive in life is very dull and they're not as passionate as they were about life. But for a lot of you guys, I'm telling you, it's intimacy. I'm really picking that up the most. Okay? So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.